Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I am Mick Alfany. Fantastic evening. It was a fantastic day. I hope your day was good as well. We have more information that the new financial system is in a great position, and the banks, the legacy financial system, is doing worse than we thought. We keep getting more and more information. I'm very, very excited about this because this means that more banks may be going down very soon. And that's beneficial to us in a lot of different ways, not financial advice. But this little bit comes from Bloomberg. It says this: the top U.S. financial regulators last summer rolled out a raft of proposed rules aimed at preventing another round of bank failures and industry turmoil. But those efforts won't hold if the agencies can't bolster the ranks of frontline examiners. The Federal Reserve and Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation are struggling to hire bank examiners. They're struggling. So if they can't do this, those banks are going down. I don't know when. I just know probably soon. It says, and retain veterans. Fed supervision staff shrank 3% last year from 2016, even as commercial lenders' assets surged more than 40% to roughly $22 trillion. At the FDIC, more than a third of the agency's risk management employees will be eligible to retire by 2027, up from 18% in 2022. Resignations among its examiners in training in the past 2 years occurred at rates greater than before the redacted, cough, cough. So the crux of this is they won't be able to keep those banks from collapsing or having turmoil or problems, as they say themselves. They were meant to prevent another round of bank failures and industry turmoil, which means they cannot do that if they cannot hire more people for these bank examiner positions. What does that tell you? And there's no remedy for this as of now, which means as of now, look forward, maybe in 2024, 2025, more banks failing. Now, you put that with the information where Ripple let it be known over the summer, they were going to be going after more and more commercial banks and banks outright. Makes a lot of sense. Banks want to survive. They have not been doing well. There's been more liquidity restrictions and requirements, right? And so they need liquidity. Also, they've been losing a lot of money, not just from people pulling their money out of the banks, but from money being stolen and misallocated. I was just reading an article about a gentleman who had a ton of money removed from his account, and they're trying to figure out where it went. Well, with traceability, you don't have to worry about that, correct? They want that. So systems like XRP, XLM, Algorand can thrive with the fall of the legacy system. So now that we have that little bit of information, let's move on here. So now this article here is from Coinpedia.com, and it is titled XRP is anticipated to surpass its all-time high. It says, according to Dark Defender, we've heard from Dark Defender before, for this bullish scenario to unfold, XRP needs to maintain its position above the 66 cents resistance level. By the end of 2023, XRP could be comfortably trading around 90 cents. Looking ahead to 2024, the price targets are even more impressive, ranging from $1.88 to a staggering $5. I don't think $5 is staggering, but listen, once we can get past anything that has to do with SEC, sky's the limit. That's what's holding everything back. We heard it. We read it from the horse's mouth. I told you that in the last video yesterday. I put it out there. We read it from the horse's mouth. There were officials. If those documents are to be believed, we read it, where that's the only thing holding everything back. The banks let it be known. Hey, listen, you have to get past everything that has to do with the SEC before we begin using the XRP based systems. Simple as that. So once that occurs, and hopefully it will, the SEC is all types of crazy, but hopefully it will, sky's the limit, and there is nothing that can be, I don't think anything that can be as explosive as the bank coins overall. if they play their part. But right now we're talking about XRP, and yes, XRP can be extremely explosive. If you look at how much capital can move across that XRPL when the time is right. Long-term play. What we're seeing right now in the markets, a lot of short-term activity. There's going to be pullbacks at some point. Hopefully people are prepared for that. You know, maybe even take a little bit of profit. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but before things come down off of their highs, hopefully people are maximizing their opportunities. Who knows? You know, you don't want to be left buying at the top and then holding the bag. I know that for sure right now. Definitely not right now while, you know, capital is very precious in the world, you know, skyrocketing prices everywhere. And I've seen it myself as of late. So let's move on to another article here. Now, this article here is from U.Today, and it's titled Ripple's Medico expands industry dominance with a new integration. Well, the bank coins across the board have been dominating. This is just one more little aspect. It says Ripple Labs subsidiary and Swiss-based institutional crypto custody service provider Medico has landed a new partner in Zodia Custody. According to the announcement from Medico, Zodia Custody has integrated with its network to provide institutions with bank-grade custody solutions riding on its infrastructure. So this is major. This is really, really good. It says this integration will help Medico expand its dominance in the institutional crypto custody space. While both firms were known partners before now, this new integration is a wholesome approach, which Medico says it, quote, is designed to further build out its networked options for institutional investors, enabling them to gain additional secure, reliable, and compliant end-to-end digital asset service capabilities, unquote. So very, 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 very good in my opinion. Anything that helps us build a little bit more, expands the use for Ripple-based systems, XRP-based systems. We know that XRP is the best thing that they have going. Pretty much any of these companies, the best thing that they can do is attach themselves to something that has to do with the XRPL and XRP. Other than that, they're just another run-of-the-mill company. So all of this is very, very good in my humble opinion. So now let's move on to another article. So now this one here is from coinmarketcap.com, and it is titled Sleeping Giant Ripple XRP is setting up for next leg higher, according to these indicators. I don't consider XRP a sleeping giant. I think it's well known. I just think that many people are, well, you know, we all move at our own pace. I'll say it like that. And their pace is a little bit faster. You know, they want things right now. They don't want to use the stove and let things bake for a while, get that nice convection heat going. They don't want to use the stove, the stove pilots on top, you know, and fry something up. They want to microwave it. They want it in 30 seconds. They want it right now. You know, I remember when I was younger, people called it the microwave generations. They want everything now. They don't want a long video. They want to scroll on TikTok, you know, and I get that. We're all different. But other than that, you know, and people having that mind state, I don't consider XRP a sleeping giant at all. You say sleeping because of the price action, but I say it's not sleeping because of the partnerships. That's very apparent, right? And they're legit partnerships. So now let's go here. It says the price of XRP, the native token of the XRP ledger, has notably underperformed compared to other top cryptocurrencies over the past month. Sure, that's one way to look at it, but another way to look at it is that this is a pure utility coin, and none of its partnerships that should spark off a price rally have been actuated. Not a single one of them. There's no massive amount of banks just like, we're going to start using XRP right now to its max. That's not happening. All of these other projects have things that they've actuated. Ethereum has actuation. The Solana has a massive amount of actuations, which I have an article coming up about Solana domination. My apologies, guys. I have something in my throat. Sorry about that. Let's keep going here. XRP does not have that, so I don't get the comparison. It says, so what explains the sluggish price action in XRP? Well, I think I just explained that, right? And when the time is right, people will forget. They forget so fast. Previously, a bullish breakout was seen from an ascending triangle formation, sending XRP over its 200-day moving average and signaling a resumption of the uptrend. It says price spiked as high as 73 cents, but became overbought with RSI above 85. It says in terms of support and resistance, 55 cents, the former resistance level, marks the first support zone, followed by 45 cents. Initial resistance is seen at 68 cents, with the key test being at the 92-cent level. Despite recent consolidation, the Altfin's analysis outlines the bullish continuation case for XRP. A break above 68 cents could confirm the bull flag and open the door for XRP to reach toward 92 cents. Key support sits around 53 cents. Okay, so now let's move on to some more bank coin news. So this is a little bit of Quant information. Quant has been doing a great job on his partnerships, building. I think a lot of the bank coins are in the same boat where they're building right now. They haven't actuated everything just yet. And so you're not going to see that crazy price action. But when the time is right, they can skyrocket. And I almost feel like they're sort of working at the same pace. A lot of them are partners on like the Digital Pound Foundation, Quant, Ripple, Digital Euro Association, Quant, Ripple, right? And they're sort of going at the same pace. They're both going after banks. They're not competitors. You know, they have Overledger for XRP. So, I mean, there's a little bit of a connection there, in my humble opinion. It says Quant launches Zapier integration to easily connect internet apps and off-chain data to blockchain. Blockchain for finance pioneer Quant announced today the availability of Overledger platform in the Zapier store, enabling users and enterprises to build automated workflows customized for their role and business. Zapier is an industry-leading no-code development platform. Its Zaps are beloved by millions for their ability to seamlessly integrate business applications and systems to automate workflows. Overledger is Quant's powerful blockchain interoperability and integration platform that we know. This is, quote, our vision has always been to leverage the power of blockchain in a way that was simple and genuinely useful to the end user, unquote, says Gilbert Verdian, founder and CEO of Quant. Quote, with these new Zapier integrations, we're bringing traditional internet service applications and data together with blockchain in the easiest way imaginable. Pulling information from smart contracts on any blockchain and then effortlessly connect resulting data to other enterprise systems takes minutes. Imagine, for example, the benefits for a buy-side analyst with no technical knowledge who needs to pull live data on digital assets and populate a spreadsheet or enterprise data with it, unquote. Wait. And this is exactly why I'm saying. And I don't understand how people don't take the partnerships of Quant serious. I just don't get it. When Quant goes live or actuates on his partnerships with Nexi, Sia Chain, Sia Partners, that whole connected web there, with LAC Chain, with, Zapier here, this all is up and flowing. When Quant reaches its potential, it will probably be one of the most explosive coins of all time. It's just a matter of time. Once again, these bank coins are long-term plays. I don't expect a whole lot out of them short-term unless it's a true bull run. Then you'll see a little activity. But Quant easily $1,000, $2,000, in my humble opinion, easily when the time is right. It's way too potent. The connections that they have. The Bank of England with the Bank for International Settlements is unbelievable. People can say what they want, do what they want. I'm holding my Quant. Simple as that. I'm holding my Quant. I know the potential that it has. You put that on that cold wallet and let it sit, put it to the side. And then if you need that quick money, you go play with your quick money plays. That's how it is. And I think it's wise to have a balance of both. You have your long-term plays. For me, that's like XRP, XLM, Algorand, Quant, etc. And then you have your short-term plays, right? And I'm kind of mixed on that now. Kind of mixed on that now because like Chainlink, maybe I have like a short-term bag. I have a long-term bag. Solana, as an example, I have a long-term bag. I have a short-term bag, which I've already played a little bit with the short-term bag, a little bit. But seeing as how they're what they're doing is getting more and more potent. Yeah, I may explore seeing how far that price can go in the future with my long-term bag. So I like to have that balance, you know. But let's move on here. So now we have a little bit of HBAR. A lot of things happening with these bank coins lately. We had Algorand in the last video. Wait, no. Yep, I think we had Algorand in the video from yesterday. We had a little Algorand news in the video this morning that I released about gold. Check that out if you want to know a little bit more Algorand information. It was powerful. Lots of XRP information, obviously. XLM information. Quant. Now HBAR. We even had some Flare news recently as well. This article is from Cointelegraph.com and it is titled Envision Partners with HBAR and UN on New Digitization Platform for Carbon Markets. The United Nations is going bonkers with the bank coins. It says Envision Blockchain and the HBAR Foundation have teamed up with the UN to create a new suite of decentralized tech to streamline the complex carbon markets. Let's scroll down here. It says the 2023 United Nations Climate Change Conference, also known as COP28, saw several new initiatives aimed at innovating the fight against, redacted, and streamlining the complex carbon credits market. Among a sea of announcements and partnerships, Envision Blockchain, in collaboration with the HBAR Foundation and Swirlds Labs, announced a new open source managed guardian service platform focused on a digitized and digital measurement, reporting and verification system for carbon markets. The DMRV system was developed in collaboration with the United Nations Global Innovation Hub and built on the HBAR blockchain. The new platform is aimed at the digital transformation of the carbon markets using decentralized blockchain technology. The platform offers a suite of features, including artificial intelligence, guided search features for United Nations Framework Convention on redacted, clean development mechanism, methodology library, and other standard registries across the carbon market industry. So HBAR Hedera is going all in with the United Nations. And once again, I'll say, I don't think this is where it ends. I think this is just the beginning. A lot of what we're seeing is just the beginning. Remember that the experts have already told us that crypto, blockchain, DLT is still in its nascent stage. So we haven't begun to see what is to come. We're talking about trillions of dollars flooding in. And where are they going to go? They're not going to go into these non-legit projects or immature projects. They're going to go into mature projects sooner rather than later. Let the OGs, the originals, have their day. Bitcoin is having its day and is going to continue to have its day probably for the next year or year and a half or two. Right, with the whole ETFs thing, and they have a lot of other stuff going on. We'll see how long it lasts. Let Ethereum have their day. You see Solana is creeping up, Chainlink is creeping up. You see the bank coins building. They will have their day, in my humble opinion. It is coming, and I can't wait to see it. So now we have a little bit of Cardano news, right? Utility coins are going strong, in my humble opinion. Keep building, keep on ensuring that the future is bright. That's how I look at it. This is from CoinGate.com. We haven't had an article from them in quite some time. It says Cardano price rises with soaring transactions, signaling institutional interest. That's hilarious because the other day I literally read an article saying that there was no institutional interest in Cardano. Now it's there's been a surge. There's institutional interest. My word. You see how quickly things change? It says recent data shared by a renowned analyst suggests a notable surge in Cardano transactions exceeding $100,000 over the past 3 months. This spike is seen as a potential indicator of heightened interest from institutional players in whales. This also indicates an upcoming price surge for ADA. The latest data by Cardano Explorer shows that at Epoch 450, 451, and 452, the transactions have significantly seen a rise above 1,500,000. The transaction signifies a strong institutional hold on Cardano. All right, we're not going to go too deep into that. Looks like ADA is looking good as of now. let's move on to some Solana news. I want to get through as many of these articles today as I possibly can. So this one here is from crypto.news and it's titled, and I love it. I love this title. Solana could 3x in December. And I believe him. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I believe that is definitely possible. I'd love to see it. Oh, yeah, I definitely would. So it says here, one of the top performers in the October-November cryptocurrency rally was Solana. The altcoin outperformed the rest of the market with a 200% price increase. The price increase might continue into December, predicted to conclude the year with a threefold price increase. Sol is among the best altcoins to buy. I agree with that right now. I do. They've done a tremendously great job. I have the greatest of respect for the team at Solana. Holy smokes, you know, the leaps that they've made, the advancements that they've made are incredible in my humble opinion. I think that they can go much further in the future. I really do. It says from October to November, the price of Solana jumped from $21 to as high as $68. All right. So now we have one more Cardano Solana article here. This one here is from zcrypto.com and it's titled, "Is Sol about to completely take over?" I don't know about completely taking over. I just want them to continue to do well and make money. That's all I care about. It says a look at top projects in the Solana ecosystem. So one is Radium. It says this is one of the first ever DEXs on Solana. Radium is an automated market maker which uses a central limit order book. All right, it's pretty good. All right. What else? It says Marinade Finance, MNDE. It says staking through Marinade Finance is one of the best ways to stake Sol tokens without relying on a centralized exchange. Yeah, can't you stake your Solana in Exodus as well? Somebody, I think you can. I think you can. And Exodus is not centralized. I don't believe it is, right? Exodus wallet is decentralized, correct? Oh, but anyway, that's pretty good as well. It says here, Drift Protocol. Drift is the biggest perpetual exchange on Solana. Okay, they got a lot going on, Solana. Magic Eden, what is that? Magic Eden is the biggest NFT marketplace on Solana. Oh, I didn't know that. See, you learn something new every day. I definitely just learned that. I never heard of that before. Never. I didn't even know they had a marketplace on Solana. Like, you know, I know about Algorand NFTs, Hedera NFTs, Ethereum NFTs, but I didn't know about Solana. It says it provides a platform for people to buy, sell, and trade NFTs, which, like I said, I'm going to say it again. NFTs are going to come back with a boom. A boom. It's going to be different. It's going to be very different than the first time. But you'll see. You'll see. I mean, look, this is what I believe. Not financial advice. This is conclusion. By the looks of it, Solana's ecosystem is in a good place with a variety of projects for just about everything in DeFi. It's not hard to see why Solana has made such a big comeback. With its affordable and fast transactions, it's definitely one of Ethereum's biggest competitors. Oh, there goes the dichotomy again. The dichotomy thinking they have to compare Solana and Ethereum, even though they both have room. Clearly, they're both doing well. Clearly, there is no competition. Let them both do well. Simple as that. Ethereum people, make your money. Solana people, I'm sort of on that side now. Make your money as well. That's it. All right. So now let's move on here. So we'll end off here with a little bit of gold news. I had a few other articles, but we'll do those tomorrow, or I'll make a members only video, which, by the way, if you haven't watched that members only video I released yesterday, give it a look. See, trust me on this one. That's all I'll say about that. All right. So a little bit of gold news, because I was having fun with gold. Oh, my word. It was such a good time this morning. So this article is titled, "Gold will post fresh all-time highs in 2024. Ooh, you mean higher than what we already saw? Because I would love that. Muy linda, mi gente. I would love that to happen. It says, as rate cuts, central bank purchases, and geopolitics keep prices above $2,000. You know, even with the pullback, I was still smiling this morning, even with the pullback. When I saw the pullback happening this morning, at first it was at like $2,060, right? And then it went back to where it is now. If this website is accurate, it's at $2,028. And I was smiling to myself saying, wow, even with significant price profit taking, it's still well above $2,000. This thing is just, it's ready to take off. Look, I'm loving it. I'm a gold supporter, 100%. Silver and platinum, and maybe in the future, I might get a little bit palladium, maybe. But let's read this little tidbit here. It says, and shout out to GS, one of our subscribers here. GS, one of the legends on the channel. I love reading GS's comments. Always very insightful, filled with wisdom and good information. So I appreciate GS's comments. It says here, gold prices will continue to set new all-time highs in 2024 as they are boosted by a weakening U.S. dollar and Fed rate cuts, according to Ewa Manthi, commodity strategist at ING. Quote, gold has rallied in the last quarter of the year as demand for safe haven assets has increased, and amid bets that the Federal Reserve will cut rates next year, unquote. Manthi wrote in an article for the Dutch banking giant on Monday, quote, although concerns over a wider conflict in certain regions have now eased, gold has held up well. Of course it did. Of course. Gaining support from a softer U.S. dollar. Also, taking account that gold is now available in more places than ever, with places like Costco now selling gold. People are going for that. Yeah, they've been picking some up. I'm shocked. I'm surprised. Listen, I still say go with a reputable gold company like Apmex or someone like that. You know what I mean? They've been around for a long time. But hey, people are going for it. So that helps to have gold available now. And there's more. I'll say that I've seen more young people than ever talking about silver, talking about gold. So that helps as well. Got to throw that in there, right? So anyway. It says gaining support from a softer U.S. dollar and U.S. Treasury yields on the U.S. interest rate outlook, with prices reaching a new record high in early December, unquote, she said. We expect prices, quote, we expect prices to remain above $2,000. We're sitting pretty right now. The $2,000 price level next year as the gold rush, a global rush for gold continues. Once again, like I said this morning, all of this, and the other banks haven't even collapsed yet. Can you imagine how high gold will go then? If that happens, right? If it happens. It says here, quote, we believe Fed policy will remain key to the outlook for gold in the months ahead, unquote, she said, noting that the strength of the dollar and historically high rates have weighed on gold throughout much of the year. So gold continues to be super bullish is what they're saying. So now that you have that information, what are you going to do with it? I know what I'm going to do with it. So until next time, let's get to the money.